So, this last module is called Moving Forward or Where to Go from Here. I think sometimes maintaining those positive changes that we have made can be as hard, if not harder, than actually making them. So, let's talk about how to keep moving forward on our paths to wellness. So, the first question is: did you successfully meet your goal or goals each week or would you say most weeks over the past 8 weeks? If yes, that's amazing, fantastic. I hope you found it became easier for you to stick with this habit or habits just by being consistent, not perfect, but persistent. If you haven't met your goals, that's okay too. Remember, this is about the long game, lifelong to be exact. Now, if you weren't fully able to meet your goals, let's evaluate why. What got in your way? Was it time? Did you struggle to find the time to meal plan or prep, make or move more, or make healthier choices? Was it motivation? Were you excited starting off, but then you lost the motivation or the drive? Was it maybe lack of accountability or support? Did you feel like you didn't get enough support from your family or your friends? Maybe the goal was too aggressive. Were you trying to change too much all at once? Maybe a smaller goal would be better to start with. Next would be did your goal change? Maybe you decided to change your focus, moving from more about nutrition and moving maybe more to about, exercise or stress or sleep. The question would be: how can you adjust your goal or goals to set yourself up for success for the next time? So, where do you want to go from here? If you were successful with one or more goals, maybe you're ready to add in another. Or if you were trying to do everything all at once, how can you break it up into more bite size pieces? Starting with nutrition and lifestyle, which areas did you struggle with? And which did you feel like were just a piece of cake, no problem? You're doing those regularly anyway. Maybe it's about hydration or getting an adequate protein intake. It might be about increasing your fiber intake, vegetable intake, or choosing complex carbohydrates over those refined or processed ones. Maybe if you struggled with journaling your food intake, you want to take a step back and just work on being more mindful around food or using moderation instead. If you feel like you have the nutrition piece under control, maybe you would like to focus more on movement. When it comes to exercise or movement, maybe it's as simple as trying to reach your step goal each day. Or are you ready to start adding in or progressing your strength training regimen? Maybe you want to start using heavier weights versus resistance bands. Or maybe you want to increase your workout time by 5 or 10 minutes, increase the number of repetitions that you're doing with each exercise, or even increasing the number of sets that you're doing of all exercises. And lastly, how are you feeling with your sleep or stress? Maybe during this 8-week program, you found that, your stress was always high every single week on your biofeedback forms. Or maybe, you were struggling to get to that 7 to 9 hour sleep goal. Maybe working on quality, maybe working on sleep training, looking at your routine before bed, changing those things up to try to help promote better sleep and better stress management. So, lastly, how can we put these things into action? I want you to take a minute to take a step back and evaluate your progress. If you didn't meet the goals that you set or what you were working towards, think about why and what got in your way. And I want you to really kind of look deep to try to figure out what were those underlying issues. Was it support? Was it, did you struggle with time management? Did you struggle um, with any other issues that might have kind of made it more difficult, like motivation? Next, I want you to create your next steps on your wellness journey. Where would you like to go from here? Do you want to focus on nutrition or meal planning or protein or fiber? Do you want to focus on just adding in strength training to help promote, increased muscle, increased endurance, increased metabolism, and increased calorie burn? Maybe you just want to start slowly and really try to, get more steps in a day. And then, like I said, maybe you want to focus on sleep or stress. But I just want you to remember to focus on the long term. This is not a short term quick fix. This is kind of forever thinking. And this is about progress, not perfection. All right? You can do this. Have a great day.